Wanted to start with the picture that was featured by Apple on their Instagram, and it was the first time, I feel so honored, it was the first time that Apple featured the Philippines as a destination, and they chose and featured my picture, the shot that I took from Masbate in 2018. Let me just post it here, cut, post. Alam mo yung picture na yan, that picture, I got so many comments from Filipinos and then specifically from a lot of people from the Visayan region. My mom is Bisaya, as they call it in the Philippines, or from the Visayan region. She was born in Masbate. She went to school in Masbate before she moved to Manila. And that's why it's so sentimental and more meaningful for me that the first time Apple featured a picture from the Philippines is from my mom's hometown. Just a quick story about this picture. My uncle lives in Masbate and his wife works as a public school teacher. So my aunt would wake up really early, take the jeepney up into the mountain, and go to a remote part of that province. I'm the only one there, surrounded by all these public school teachers. So touching, the amount of sacrifice and time and effort just to ride the jeep, to go up the mountain and teach the kids, and then imagine go home and do that every day, Monday to Friday, of course. So I ended up staying the whole day. We had lunch together, I interviewed the teachers, and then we went home early, my aunt and I, but the other teachers, of course, had to do their job. She took a leave just for that day, half a day. And since it was still early, my aunt decided, you know what, let's just go around the area where she teaches. And then we took a tricycle, and then on the way to buy pastillas, we came across these yellow blinds. Let me show you the picture again. I asked the tricycle driver to stop. Asked my aunt to stop also. I have that habit of just stopping. I go with my gut. I actually would stop if I see something interesting. And that's why I stopped. Apparently it was a crab factory, and the yellow blinds, these are plastic vertical blinds. They're meant to keep the cold in. It's a crab meat processing factory. So I asked the security if I can take a picture, and he said, you know what, ask the people inside. So I opened the blinds. I wasn't allowed to go in because I might contaminate the food that's being prepared. So I asked just verbally from afar, can I take a picture? They said, yeah, but you cannot go in. So I figured, okay, so I guess I can only take a picture from the outside. And I just take a peek and open the blinds a little and take a picture. I said, how do I do this? So my decision to frame this and to compose it as a shot would be to open one of the blinds, to move it, and then take a picture from that opening of one of the staff members, her back facing the camera. And the reason I did not ask the staff member to look towards the camera is she wanted to be private, and I need to respect that. And I think it still served its purpose in terms of composition. Doesn't matter if she's looking at the camera or not, but I prefer this way because number one, it respected her privacy, and two, it featured the scene as if, well, it's not as if, featured the scene as is, and she was really in the middle of work while doing that. And in terms of composition, you will notice it follows the rule of thirds. It's not in the center. So that's one of the techniques I used. And two, I compose it in such a way that it's clear who the subject is, the hero or heroine of the picture is. So that's one, I used the rule of thirds. And second, through the use of colors, it was clear who the subject is. So everything's yellow except for the opening there. And then it was featured by Apple after that on their Instagram page. So again, if you're from the Visayan region or you know someone who's born in the Visayan area of the Philippines, feel free to share this image on your Facebook or other social media walls or feeds so that more people from the Visayan region can feel proud that Apple, a worldwide company, featured it on their Instagram and shot on iPhone campaign on Instagram. Also, you don't have to be Visayan. If you're Filipino, feel free to share it on your Facebook page so that other Filipinos can feel proud also that Apple featured the Philippines for the first time. If you have other comments and suggestions, you can just message me directly here. Or if you want some advice or if you have a question about the shot, feel free to reach out. And click subscribe if you want to hear more stories of the pictures that I featured on my Instagram. Click subscribe and I guess click the bell icon beside it so each time I have a new video you can be alerted about it. Okay, till then mga friends, take care. Cheers.